Hello class 10 students, welcome to my channel online biology tutorials. We have started with the chapter number 6 life processes, and I hope you have watched the initial two videos of chapter number 6. If not, please do watch them first and then come to the third one, because everything should be understood in a serial manner. In this video, we will talk about nutrition and its type. Now, what is nutrition? Nutrition is a process of taking in food and to maintain our life. To sleep, we require energy at that time too. Even when I am writing at this time, I require energy. If I will not have energy, I will not be able to hold even pen, or even I won't be able to sit. To walk also I require energy, to talk also I require energy, means everything that I am going to do in a day, I must be requiring energy. And to get this energy, I should have to eat, right? But remember, eating is not directly giving you energy. Eating is actually making monomers in your body that will help you in making the energy. So nutrition is the process of taking in food and deriving energy through it, right? In your NCERT, there are two types of nutrition which are being mentioned. So each nutrition is important from its own point of view, and the two types includes autotrophic nutrition and another is heterotrophic nutrition. Now, auto means on its own, and it includes plants because they have the capacity to form their own food. That is why plants are being known as the producers of our ecosystem, because only they have the power to utilize the solar energy and convert it into the chemical energy which can be used by other organisms which cannot prepare their own food. Right? So autotrophic nutrition is being shown by the plants wherein they have the capacity to form their own food. We will talk about autotrophic nutrition in detail just after heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition is a one where the organism is dependent upon the other for its food. Right? Now we will see an example. Lion is not able to make its own food, so it is dependent upon deer. Even deer is also falling in the category of heterotrophic organism because deer cannot prepare its own food, rather it is dependent upon plants. Similarly, eagle, vulture, and even the intelligent race on the earth, we people, human beings, they are falling in the category of heterotrophic nutrition because we cannot prepare our own. Now we will talk about autotrophic nutrition in detail. What is it? How it is done? What are the requirements of it? Everything will be told to you. Okay. Autotrophic nutrition, we know it is done by the plants because they can prepare their own food. Right? Now how plants they prepare their own food? Because plants they carry a very important process which is known as photosynthesis. Synthesis means production and photo means with the help of light, right? So whenever production of food is happening in the presence of light, it will be known as photosynthesis. This photosynthesis is done by the plants. Now, how is photosynthesis being done? We have read in lower classes too that carbon dioxide combines with the water molecules, and this process occurs in the presence of sunlight. It requires chloroplast, and at the end of this process, C6H12O6 is formed. some water molecules are also formed and oxygen gas is produced. So this chemical reaction you have to learn along with the molecules, right? The balanced chemical reaction for photosynthesis is important. Question may come as how many molecules of carbon dioxide participates in photosynthesis. So answer would be 6. How? See here, we have just written 6 prior to CO2. It means 6 molecules of CO2 are combining. So that's why answer will be 6. Now see how many molecules of water are combining. 12 molecules of water are being used, right? And how many molecules of oxygen are being produced? 6 molecules of oxygen are being produced. So in the previous exam, one of the question was given where you need to write the balanced chemical equation for photosynthesis. So you must know that 6 molecules of carbon dioxide combines with 12 molecules of water to form glucose, water molecules and oxygen. Remember, what is the difference between glucose and starch? Here, because some of the students must be thinking why ma'am is writing glucose here. However, we have read starch. So remember, when we talk about just one molecule, just one little unit of carbohydrate, one molecule of carbohydrate, then this is glucose. So glucose is the simplest unit of carbohydrate which is not broken further. Right? Now when we have many such molecules of glucose, so I am just writing G to indicate glucose. So when many units of glucose are there, they will form a polymer which will be known as starch. So if you are writing here starch, you need to write like this. C6H12O6 and in the bracket you will write N. N means number of units of glucose. So when glucose will be combining with other numerous glucose molecules, then only starch will be getting formed. Now in this photosynthesis reaction, we have seen that the plant is using CO2, using H2O, using sunlight and using chloroplast. So what are the substrate? Another important question. What are the substrates? What are the substrates required for photosynthesis? So answer to this question is that it requires carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chloroplast, right? Please do not write chlorophyll. Students also make mistake by writing chlorophyll here. Chlorophyll is found inside the chloroplast and chloroplast is a type of plastid. If it is not clear to you, you can come to the playlist. You can come to chapter 9, the fundamental unit of life, and you can come on to the plastids video. Or otherwise I will be sharing it in the I button on the right side. You can have a watch on the plastid video that will make you clear what is chloroplast. So what are the substrates? It is CO2, H2O, sunlight and chloroplast. What is the end product of photosynthesis? Means what is forming in the end? Answer is glucose, water molecules and oxygen. So oxygen is a gas which is being produced by photosynthesis and this is used by us because we require oxygen for our survival. Now we will talk that where is this carbon dioxide and water coming in a plant. This is the diagram that I have made for you. This is an illustration which is showing you a plant with a leaf. Now we have to talk about where is this CO2 coming. So the leaf, the green areas, they have pores on them, which is forming a structure known as the stomata. So what is the function of stomata? Function of stomata is to do transpiration. Transpiration means the loss of water from the plant in the form of water vapor. It is known as transpiration. Now these are the pores, right? So these pores, other than transpiration, they also allow CO2 or carbon dioxide to come in. If you cut the leaf in its transverse section and observe it in microscope, it will give you a section like this. The leaf on upper side will contain an epidermis, which will be known as upper epidermis. However, on its lower side, leaf will also be protected by lower epidermis. Now on the lower epidermis, you can see that I have made a gap here. Here there is a gap where I am coloring green. This gap is for stomata. So these gaps in the leaves and even the green areas of stem, they show these gaps, and these gaps allow CO2 to come in, which will be utilized for photosynthesis, right? And where is the water coming? Water is coming from the roots. Sunlight is already there outside. And chloroplasts, where are they being located? Now if you see the transverse section of leaf, so this is the transverse section of leaf. Just between the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis, an area is there in the leaf which is known as mesophyll. Now in each mesophyll cell, I am drawing here, you can see that I have drawn the dots here. What are these dots? These dots are the chloroplast. Inside chloroplast, what is there? Chlorophyll, which is the green color pigment. So chloroplast is an example of the plastid, and chlorophyll is the pigment which is found inside the chloroplast. So chloroplast will be found in the mesophyll region. Now we need to see one more thing, how actually the internal structure of stomata is. You can see here that these two kidney shaped cells are known as the guard cells. Guard cells, they also contain chloroplast and they also contain nucleus. So this orange structure which is being seen here is the nucleus, and here the guard cells are open. Because the pore that is there in the center, this pore which I am coloring with red, it is wide. Now why is it wide? Because it is open. Now amount of water in the guard cell makes it open. So stomata, whenever they allow exchange of gases and whenever they do transpiration, so stomata, they have got two functions. One, the exchange of gases. Why we are using the word exchange of gases? Because CO2 will come inside the plant for photosynthesis, and oxygen which is being produced by the photosynthesis, it will come out. So whenever guard cells are open, it will be wide, and here in the second image, the guard cells are closed because the water inside the guard cells is less. So structure of stomata should be definitely learned and should be drawn. Okay, so in this video we have learned what is autotrophic nutrition. The question of this video is, other than plants, is there any organism which does autotrophic nutrition? If yes, you have to name just one. You can write the answers in the comment section. I will definitely give a shout out of your name in the upcoming video. Do consider subscribing and pressing the bell button. If you have liked the video, just give a like or a thumbs up. Thank you.